You live this life, I walk this road, and you can talk shit. Gambling with my life, but I refuse to go for nonsense. This the life I chose, this all I know, ain't many options. Vow to tell the truth, I make the rules like I'm Fleece Johnson.
Hey, what's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. I got my man Fleece in the house. Fleece look kind of upset. What's up, Fleece?
Man, I'm kind of upset for real.
Why?
You know, I come out of prison, so I know what prison is like. And when I seen where these correctional officers killed that man in New York,
Robert Brooks, I think his name.
Brooks, and then they didn't fire him or nothing, suspension. And then it's wrong. That's what I had to go through. And that's what they tried so many times to do to me, to kill me. But I fought them. And I fought them like an animal. And but Robert Brooks, he was probably a peaceful man. Probably didn't want to fight. And that's what gave them the okay to kill him, because he ain't gonna fight back. I mean, they like that. You know, it ain't no different from somebody getting killed out here in the streets where all these protesters come in on. Police kill somebody. You know, in prison, in jail, the prison guards, that's what they are considered, police. And that's what they do. You know, but there's no justification on why they killed him. I had to kill him. You know. And just think about that. Kill. Not beat. Not abused.
Even though beating wouldn't be cool.
Tormented or tortured. Killed. They killed him. And if you put that statistic with the statistics of all the black people that have been killed by police in the 2000s, you'll see a pattern that should raise a lot of alarms, red flags.
But rest in peace, Mr. Brooks, and I hope his blessings to his
peace.
family.
Yeah.
And I hope they convict every last one of them.
I hope they convict all of them, send them to prison. And I wish I was in a prison with them.
What would you do if you was in there with them?
Man, they booty wouldn't even be worth wanting. I just like to beat them. You know. And they are afraid to put these guards in prisons. I'm telling you what they do. They don't want to send them to prison because, you know what? They trained them. You train these guards, they know all your codes. They know all your response codes, all your other codes. They know a lot.
Your secrets, too.
You know all the department secrets.
Maybe that's why they don't try to convict them. They know the secrets.
Yeah, they know the secrets to the department. They can go in the penitentiary and educate all the criminals, you know, on how to escape justice. So, well, in whatever the situation, they need to go. I mean, you take somebody's life and then, you know the first thing they do when you take a life in this country? We're going to get a family $1 million, or $10 million, or 20 or 40. Ain't no amount of money worth you killing somebody I love and trying to give me some money to say, you know, you good. No, I'm not good. I'm not good until the person who killed him is dealt with. I'm just thankful that I was throwing these haymakers up in there. Boom. When them guards come at me to try to take my life, I was ducking, bobbing, weaving on them. And man, I was hitting them with some hell of a blows, boy. They tried so many times to kill me. but I fought. And I'm out here, I'm the only inmate in the history of America prison system that ever did that amount of time the way I did it and fought them people and made it out alive. See, that's the key. A lot of people can do a lot of time, but when you fight them every day, I fought them 40 years flat, non-stop, and made it out alive to tell about it. They don't like it, but guess what? Boo. I ain't scared.
Hey, Fleece, you was talking about, you asked me a very important question, and you wanted to ask the world, why do men go to prison? Why do men give up their woman, their beds, their house, their kids, their money, their freedom to go in there with a bunch of men, filth, drugs, homosexuality?
Everything bizarre. Well, truthfully, I can't answer for everybody. I don't know the circumstances involving why a person went to prison or got locked up, first of all, but I can say this much. In a man's prison, it's only men's. In Kentucky prison system, they don't even allow you to have pictures of your women, your girlfriend or nothing in panties or nothing. So you'll never see that again. You'll never see a freak book. They stopped all the sex magazines from entering the prison. They forcing men to look at nothing but each other. You ain't got nothing, no picture you can look at, see a girl with a booty out, because they take all them pictures now. We want you to look only at men. So your question is, why do these men, and they know it, when you know you could go to prison and be locked up for decades around nothing but men, man. You gonna trade your bed with a woman for a bed with a man. You gonna trade food out here in a free world for slop, prison slop. You gonna trade good clothes for prison clothes. Why? Why do men, knowing that they going to a gay facility, and that's what I'm gonna call them. I'm not calling them prisons no more. I'm calling them gay facilities, man, because that's what goes on in them. All men prison is gay stuff. A lot of it. Now, if you can find a prison, if you want to prove me wrong, prove it. If you can find one male prison in the United States that don't have more gay than straight means in it, hey, I like to know where prison is at. Because all the prisons I know of in America, there's more gay men in there than straight men. And they got a lot of straight goes in there and come out gay. So whether they was already gay or not, that's for whatever. But the fact remains, why? How can you stand in your and these women out here, when you got a man and you see what he's doing. Now you say that's your man, but you know what he's doing out there in the streets. He's stealing, selling dope, he's robbing people, probably even taking contracts. He's coming off with all this gangster stuff. Now you ask yourself this. What if he gets locked up? What if he get convicted? What if he get a lot of time?
No, when he gets locked up.
When? It's just like car shield. It ain't a point of if your car breaks down, it's when. Cause it when. It will. And people like that too. They don't have goals now when they commit crimes nowadays. You don't see criminals setting goals like, I need a house, I need a truck, I need a car. I'm going to just make enough money to get that and then I'm done. They don't have that type of goals. They steal and keep stealing until they get arrested. Now, how many women out there can trust your man? Because I done did 40 years, so I know all the lies, right? Man going for parole. They tell him we see you in 5 years. He come back and tell his woman, they only gave me a 9-month setback. After 9 months, he know he got 5 years. So after 9 months, he said, oh, baby, it's looking good. They only gave me 5 months. Now they said, come back in 5 months. So by the time all that works out, 5 years have been over. But all the time he's locked up, what is he doing? See, that's what these women need to start asking themselves. What is he doing in her? I call him, I go visit him every now and then, and he looks like he's picking up weight. He says he's lifting weights, exercising. He looks good. What is he doing in her? Looks is deceiving. I was in prison. I seen a lot of them guys go on to prison, go on a visit, see their wife and their girlfriend, come off the visit, go right into the arms of a sister. A man that is their man, waiting on them. Soon as he come out of that visiting room, man be standing there waiting on him. You have a good visit, baby? Yeah, his voice will change. Yeah, she came up here. You know. How your kids doing? She said they doing good. All that.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, and kiss her and all that. Then he go in there. Next visit you come on, he'll come out there with his voice change. Hey, baby. Whew. Glad you came today. I've been thinking about you and all that, and I love you and I miss you. When he leaves the visit, he goes to his man. Yeah, she came up here. She left me $200.
Now, you know a lot of them inmates gonna be mad you say.
I don't care what they... Look, I've been in the penitentiary. These inmates in any prison I've been in, they know I ain't seeing them. I ain't seeing what you mad about. I ain't with all that feel sorry for me shit. You know, to feel sorry for me. Man, I don't know what to do. Man, go on somewhere. I ain't with all that. You get mad over what? Me telling the truth?
It seemed like if they mad, then
man,
they might be guilty.
I don't care if they're guilty, man, ain't guilty, or whatever. I'm going to tell you like I seen it when I was in there. Now, I can't speak for all prisons in America because I ain't been in all of them. I done heard from the prison I was in Kentucky. Certain prisons is bad, this and that, but I ain't been in them prisons. I'm talking about Kentucky prison system. That's the prison I'm talking about, and I've been in that. So I done seen all the letters inmates get. I done talked to inmates that I done stuck my thing in. Sat right there and talked. I said, who you get a letter from? Oh, my baby's mama. What she talking about? She just said she be glad when I come home. I said, I'll be glad when you don't. I know it, baby. You love me so much, don't you? Yeah, I love you. More than her. I know it. But she gonna send some more money and I'm gonna give it to you. So you got girls out there working, like, taking all their money. They get these little phone calls. You gonna send me some money? Yeah. I'll send you some. How much you want? Send me 150. Okay. When my check come up. And she sent it. If you actually think that every time you send this man money, it's spent on him, no. He spends it either buy booty, or he got a sissy, or he gambles. And the gambling man or the store man gets all the money. You know, he already owes somebody. You know, the best thing for a woman out there, I'm being truthful. If he ain't making money in her, I wouldn't send him shit. If he can't send you money back home, if you sent me $100, I would go to the canteen. I buy 5 cases of pop. I buy tater chips, cookies, everything that I know inmates borrow. I know the foods that they eat: chili, noodles, tuna fish, all of this. I would have brought all of that. Off of the $100 you sent me, and I'll loan it out. 2 cases of pop, you give me 3 back by Friday. How many cans of chili you want? 6 cans, give me 9 back. After doing this for 6 months, I guarantee you, he'll be sending hundreds and hundreds home to you every week. You wouldn't even have to, if he did his business. If he's in prison, acting like like he's somebody's flunky something, they're using him.
So you saying if a man can't send money back home from your prison,
if he's not sending money back home,
he's not hustling.
He's not hustling. He's wasting your money. You can send me $50, and I guarantee you in 6 months, from then on, I'll be sending you. You be getting probably $1,500 a week from me or more every week. You wouldn't have to send me nothing no more, cause I've been loaning it all out, loan it out, get it back, loan it out, loan it. Then take what you get back and turn it off into money orders. And like when they used to have cigarettes, it was a dude that he got in debt. He owed out, his name was Mike Anthony. He owed out 87 boxes of cigarettes to Jimbo and Marvin Francis. I paid him. That same day, I had people come bring him 84 cartons.
Why did you pay him?
Because he borrowed it.
He borrowed it from you to pay them?
Yeah, and we gonna deal with money order.
Oh, okay.
And his girl was sending me money orders almost every day, man. And I had so much money I was making. I was like, man, look at this. It's that easy. They gamble in prison. That's all they do in prison is gamble. You know, they gamble on Family Feud. They gamble on Wheel of Fortune. They'll gamble on anything. You could be watching a reality TV series, and I will bet before it ends who I think will be the last one in the house. I said, man, let's put $1,500 on it. And we'll bet. We all pick who we think going. Whoever is the last one in that house, then we all get the jackpot. What's in the pot? Man, it's a lot. Man, they just gamble. Cigarettes in prison now. You can sell a pack of cigarettes for $500. Now I'm back to the point about these men going to prison. You got kids on the streets. My mama then, when I was growing up, I seen many a time we had nothing but salad dressing sandwich with salt and pepper on it. That's all we had to eat. Mama used to tell me get a dozen of eggs, $1 worth of Joe bacon, and a loaf of bread to feed 7 people. And then if you include her and my father, that's 9. So in prison, they go through the same thing. You know, these girls out here, they don't know. Why your man keep going to prison? What's in prison that ain't out here? I'll tell you what it is. In prison, you can do a lot of hidden stuff that you hid on the street. You can do that in prison. But a lot of people don't realize that once you get caught in prison, it's going to spread out here in the free world. Then you got a lot of people that know what certain people was doing in prison, and they don't want to say nothing about it because they are exposing somebody and make them want to kill you and all this stuff. I mean, it's crazy. But why? I'm asking the men. Look your woman in the face. Can you tell her why you want to go to prison? What's in her? All it ain't nothing but gay stuff in her. Majority of the stuff, gambling and gay stuff. And it's the two things in prison that stands out. Homosexuality and gambling. So, when they go to prison, and you'd be surprised, because I done seen a lot of the fly guys out here in the streets. Because you remember I told you I went to prison when I was a child. You know, I was 15 years old. Turned 16 in prison. But you see all the fly guys in there, the ones that on the streets, they had the big cars, they had all the money, the dope, the women. In prison, they want to keep up that profile that they ballers. So they want the best sissy that prison got. They ain't gonna get none of them little dusty, dirty ones. They gonna get one that look practically like a woman, built like one, carry itself like a woman, got fingernails polished.
How they built like a woman?
Man, built like...
How does that happen?
Okay, I'm going to tell you how they built like a woman. You got men in there that got 22 waistlands, 38 hips. That's a knockout body. 22 in the waist, 38 in the hips. Man, you got something. You packing.
How does a man just get that?
I don't know. How do the women get it? I mean, but...
Well, I mean, they women. They
yeah,
born like
but
that.
I'm just saying...
With some of them.
But here's the thing about... I noticed this in prison, too. And ain't no mistake about it. You see the woman that these ballers is messing with, these sissies, they look like women. But I've seen them in the showers. When they pull their little G-string panties off, man, it's like they thing will make a straight man hide his. That's how big they dinglings are. Them sissies got some big old cocks. And they kind of had it. So fold it back, and put their panties on real tight to press it up in her where you can't really see the print. But when they pull them things, when they start pulling and stretching, that thing pop out, you be like, oh my God. One guy said, man, these sissies dinglings are so big, I'm afraid to pull my underwear down. Everybody in the shower bust out laughing. And they packing like that. Now these ballers want us to think. When he walks the loop, and he got this 22 in the waist, 38 hips, shaking her big old butt, and he's like, come on, baby, you want something out of the store? Nah, not this time. Thank you, honey. And you said, baby, you listen to that, I'll be like this. And I used to see dude that had his sissy, he used to have his lip chapped a lot, right? Where he should have got a chapstick. But when that sissy got done with him, he didn't need no chapstick. And he had something that goes between his lips. He was eating that sissy up, man. And he come back, his lips is fat and juicy looking. And he looked at me, what's up, Fleece? I said, damn, man, what you got, lip gloss on your lips? Oh, come on, man. I said, what is it? Why your lips so shiny and wet? You know, I mess with them and, you know, they used to me saying, I'm outspoken. Don't come around me with all that front and stuff, man. I know you done ate that man up. You know, come on, Fleece. You know I don't do that, man. I dare him there, but I call him. So, that's what they do, and then when they get out on the streets, then girls be waiting on them. Oh, you know, so-and-so getting out. Yeah, girl, you remember last time he was out, he made all that money. Yeah. He said he got something hooked up. Well, keep him out of trouble. But he don't want to talk about what he did or not. And see, and the baddest thing about it, the reason I speak on it, is because I was locked up during the time when the Park Hill project was quarantined. The whole project. They had AIDS up in there so bad that they quarantined the whole project. And I know in my heart that most of the guys that was in prison getting out, they was going to the projects. You know, and they was taking AIDS and all that stuff for me. And it's bad. But why do you want to go to prison? I mean, why you don't have no fear of going? I don't care about going. Oh, you don't? Why? See, when you dig into it a little deeper, you'll find out. It ain't the fact that he's a gangster. He got some type of hidden secret. You know, he know in prison they do all that gay stuff. Something that he's probably been hiding out here on the streets. You know, but every now and then thinking about it and know what prison is like, been hearing about booty and all that. So if you done already gave your booty up out here in the streets, you know, what prison would be like a paradise to you. You get your booty tore out, you know. But why do they go to prison? Why when you sit there and talk to your man, you need to ask him, what is it? And these parents need to ask their sons and daughters, why do you want to, is it something you ain't telling me? What you mean? I mean, you want to go back. You want to put yourself in a position where you get told what to do, when to go to bed, what to eat, where to sleep, put anybody in your cell. Can you imagine that? Let me tell you the worstest thing in prison to me. That's why I chose to, I fought in Eddyville till they made that whole prison single cell. But these other prisons in Kentucky, where they got double cells, them guards will put anybody in your cell. Let's say you're a straight man. You call your woman and tell her every day, I don't mess with none of this gay stuff in here. Also, you got an empty cell. You got a bed in your cell. So, door open, here come a sissy. The guards deliberately put one in her. Not only a sissy, but one that got a big butt, big hips, thick lips, and got features like a woman, and don't wear number panties. He come in that man's cell, and I'm gonna tell you, I done seen it so many times, all this fronting. I don't mess around, I don't do this, I don't do that. They put their sissy in his cell. Somebody said, man, it's gonna be a problem. Dude ain't with that gay stuff, man. I don't know why they put that gay dude in his cell. I sat back and I heard them talking. They talked first. I heard the sister say, yeah, I'm from the East End. I don't come out much. And then it got quiet. This went on for about 2 days. But to see this sissy get out of his bed with them thick ass thighs and them big old legs and them big booty, arching his back, stretching, got all that hair, thick lips, like he just ready to put him on something. Next thing you know, you start hearing a little sounds, like little kissing sound. At first I thought I was tripping. I said, hold up. Somebody probably eating a piece of candy or something. I heard it again. I said, what the fuck is that? What is that? Then I heard a moan. Then I heard him. You like it? You like it? Yeah. And I'm like, oh, they doing it. So, in the morning time when you come out for breakfast, I'm looking at him in the face. He said, what's up, Fleece? I just looked at him. I want him to know I know.
What's that, leverage or something?
No, it ain't so much a leverage. It's don't be fronting around me. Coming in here talking about you don't mess with no gays and all this stuff. Yeah.
Did you take it personal because you was in...
No,
Because you was diving in it? Or?
No, I just knew all the front and stuff, right? Man, next thing I know, he went on and laid it out. This is my wife. Left his woman for this man. But guess what? He left his woman for a sissy. The sissy left him for another sissy. Now he's stuck. So he gets out on the street. Well, do you think his wife want him back? What are you girls doing out there? That's why I can't understand. Back in the day when I was growing up, a woman either knew she had a man or she knew how to take a boy and make him a man. Or get something out of him, you know, other than, I don't know, man. It's just, why are you going to prison, man? Be truthful. Just tell somebody why you going to prison. You going to get your butt towed out or what? You going so you can let your hair down? Is that why you want to go to prison?
They had one sissy on it was on one of those TikToks or something. I forget his name, but he said prison was a dingling Disneyland. He used the other word, but
yeah, they used to call prison a sissy's paradise. But you know what? It's not a sissy's paradise no more because there's more sissies in her than men's. Think about that. Them sissies come into prison and they get together, about 6 of them in a group. And they talk all the girls stuff. Girl, I like the man you got. Yeah, I gotta get me one. Well, you better look hard and all that. They sat around and they came together. And they said, you know what? I don't want what's in her. And they ain't up with them sissies, they call themselves women, would sit there with other sissies and say, all these means in her is gay, man. I can't, man, I'm gonna have to get transferred out of her. And they wouldn't mess with them. Cause these sissies here, they thought they was women, they want a real man. They don't want nobody that is a sissy. That defeats the purpose. They want to feel like they in a relationship with a real man. But these men now, soon they get these sissies, they eat them. Eat them up. Put that thing in their mouth. And that's what they get hooked on, is that worm. You put that worm in his mouth and he's hooked. You know, put that ding-a-ling in him. And so now it's, I mean, sissies come in prison now and they find it disgusting. Because the means in there wants what they after, ding-a-ling. And they want a man to give them some ding-a-ling. They don't want to go out like that, you know, they want a man to probably give them some head, but them men, they go overboard. Yeah, I give you some head, but now I want you to stick it in my butt. Bust it open. Bust my booty. Split it. And then they come out on the streets forgetting about the fact that they did all that in her.
But did they forget or they just want to leave it in there?
They want to leave it.
Because I don't know how you can forget some stuff like that.
Well, you won't forget it. You leave it. You're right. You leave it in there.
Well, you tried to.
Tried to, and it comes out.
Yeah.
And a lot of these girls, man, they don't know how to see through all this.
But even with some of the women, I'm pretty sure even when they heard about it.
The women don't care. This was a lady. I done had a woman one time. When I used to have real long hair, I had a woman that took my hair and permed it. And took it all and moved it all over to one side like that. I said, I don't like his hair. So I shook it and combed my hair backwards like that. But she tried to comb frontwards and put bangs. Ladies got fantasies too. You got a lot of ladies that is into ladies, but they know society says wrong for a woman to be with a woman as it is for a man to be with a man. So what they would do is take a man that has features like a woman, and they would act their fantasy out by fixing his hair up like a woman.
It's funny you said that. I'm going to tell you why. They had a guy talking about how women they think women really want other women. So they don't want a man. They don't want a hardcore man.
Yep.
They want a man that has some
feminine quality.
Yeah.
Feminine attributes. You know, a booty, a nice little fat booty. Now all that muscles, all that stuff played out. Man's coming out real big chest and all that. That's in the 70s. They want their men to have some sort of feminine features. These type of ladies.
Is it features or personality?
Both.
Because it seemed like women don't want a real man no more. They don't.
They say the chase is better than the real thing. Now let me explain that. When a woman is chasing after a woman to make her, her woman, the things that she'll do to try to persuade this girl to be her girl, that's chasing. And when she actually get it, she realized that the chase for it was better than actually having it. But in reality, you got a lot of men. Look at them. Look at their hairstyles and stuff. Now, women don't fix their hair like that. You got women that take a man's hair and put it up, flip it over, and bang him. And they'll rock it. Men will rock that style, not realizing that why is she fixing me up like she wants to feel like, okay, I'm a woman, I'm attracted to women, but I don't want a woman because I get criticized for it, but I'm going to take his man and I'm going to make him my woman. I'm going to fix him like a woman. I'm going to just, it's a fantasy thing, man, but you got to watch yourself. But let's get back to the subject. Why do a man want to go to prison knowing what's in prison? We sit here, we talk about it. I'm 40 years in prison, and I'm giving you all the facts. And you got men that come up to me and tell me, hey, man, I saw your interview, and hey, man, you told the truth. Now, you know all this. Why are you still out here doing things that'll take you to the place I'm telling you about? You have interest now? It makes me want to really stop talking about booty, because I think a lot of people want to give theirs up. I mean, what else could it be? I'm talking about how much booty is in prison
And they running in there.
They running in there.
Yeah.
So, shoot. I'm trying to help people deter from going to prison. And shoot, soon like when I start talking about booty and all this stuff, and they look at me and I guess they have faith. But I done had a whole lot of young ones though tell me I'll never go.
Yeah.
I done heard you talk, man. I'm not going through that. So let me tell you how that's gonna work out. The ones that don't want to go, here's how you split the land right here. The ones that don't want to go, and still doing stuff that can get them there, remember, they don't want to go. But they're doing things that'll take them there if they get caught. So when they do get caught, remember, they don't want to go. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to tell everything they know, man. They're going to tell everything they know about whoever to stop them from going. Man, I'm not going there, man. You know, what you want to know? Yeah, I know who did it. It was so-and-so and them. Yeah, I said, all that stuff. So, it's weird, but you ladies out there, y'all chasing after the big ass. That's what they say. The girls want the big ass. So, how big you want them? So you think the big ass is the one you see on TV, in them Hollywood movies, the gangsters and all. No, in reality, they go to prison, they get their little booties toned out, and they do things and is that the big guy you want? Somebody that want what you want? You want dingling, he wants dingling. He ain't true, you are. He's in prison. People in 18, 20 years gonna tell you, I ain't did nothing. The whole time I was in prison, I didn't masturbate. Come on, man. The things they do in that prison will shock anybody. And I'm here to tell the truth. Cause people come out of prison, you don't hear people telling stuff the way I tell it, right? I tell the truth. I seen people in there eat duty. I see the golden shower. Almost every time I go in the shower, somebody's getting peed on. They stand on, they get right on their knees. 2, 3 of them just pee on them. They freaks. I seen them buy sperm. I seen them, the freaks are buy dirty socks. I see some in there that don't do nothing but eat booty. They don't want to screw your booty. They just want to eat it out. Stick their tongue up your booty, and they will pay you good money. And so you got a lot of inmates around in there that is going through these little resources to survive, but they ain't telling their families this.
What was you telling me is so bad sometimes, where men do stuff to themselves and use certain items that they had to take off. They had a band.
You would think that a man's prison is different from a woman's prison. Well, because a woman, they got vaginas and the man got a penis. So when the man get aroused and all that, you say he masturbate. Women masturbate, but they say women is more inclined to inserting some sort of object into them while they pumping themselves, right? And you think in a woman's prison, that's the only place. You take this Kentucky prison system out I was in. Religious people on Christmas used to bring us them 12 inches, them great big candy canes. Them guards found so many of them stuck up into the inmate's booty. Inmates laying in their cell, pumping themselves, their booty with candy canes and big thick ones. When the prison department heard about it,
How did they hear about something like that?
they caught him. They caught him with it in their butt. You know, like, you don't know when a guard gonna do a routine shakedown. You be sitting in your cell with a big peppermint stuck up in your booty, sitting on the bed, rocking it, and the guard walk up to your door and say, shakedown. Now, it's already stuck up in your butt, right? You got two guards standing there, want you to get up out of the bed, strip off, and when they see that thing pop out of your butt, they're going to write you up for it. And they start breaking the candy canes. Them big ones, they'll break them in 3 pieces where you couldn't insert them. And then they were still doing it. Inmates were taking tape and put it around it and going right back up in themselves. So they stopped it all together. Now that's documented. That's in a Kentucky Prison Correction archive. That is documented. Then you got one inmate stuck a TV tube up his butt.
A TV tube.
TV tube.
Made out of glass?
Out of glass. And he was doing that in his butt, and I guess when he let go, he just sucked it all the way up in and he couldn't get it out. So they had to take him to the hospital. Not serious business. They had to take him to the hospital, pry his booty hole open, and get a glass tube out of his butt. That's how freaky they are. They got some of the most bizarre stuff. You got people that put sperm in their food in there.
Yeah.
They would buy sperm. They would give you $50 to masturbate and give it to them. They give you a little jar to squirt it in. They'll tell you, I buy this all day.
You said they had to ban cucumbers too? Like
Man,
they did in the women's?
cucumbers was the main thing that they were sticking up in their booties. You know, you had some people, I'm going to call one's name out, that it's documented. I mean, he was like cool with me, but
You sure you won't call his name?
yeah, I call his name out because he got his own son killed. His name is Jonathan Johnson. He's out of Lexington. They called him JJ. He had 3 sons. His wife drives a Lexus. For 25 years, JJ was locked up. She stuck with him. Now his kids, they didn't know nothing too much about their daddy because she wasn't coming to see him or nothing like that, but she was sending money. Well, JJ turned gay. He's wearing ponytails, eyebrows, arch, hot pants, panties. In prison, he was a whore, prostitute. But everybody liked him because he was, you know, his personality was good. And if you want something, if I said, JJ, I need some, who you know got some shoes for sale, some tennis shoes? He'd say, what kind? He'd go turn the trick, get them shoes and sell them. But he was always good. But his son, I went down to the gym one day and J.A. said, guess what? I said, what? He said, I sent my son a picture of me. I said, what kind of picture? He showed me the picture. He had his shirt tied over his stomach, had on some hot pants, lipstick, and hair down and pony. I said, oh, God, for real? He said, yeah. He said, I want my kids to accept me for who. I said, JJ, look. I wouldn't have done it. Well, about a week or 2 after that, his son got killed. That's the young one. He's the one that they used to brag to him about his daddy. Didn't nobody want to tell him the truth that his daddy turned gay and all this stuff. They was telling him all the other stories. Your daddy's a hell of a player. You know, that was before he went to prison. He was, you know, out of here, you know, everybody liked him. Man, when that boy got that picture, he hollered at his mama, Mama, Yeah. Daddy sent me a picture, I think. And she's like, okay. Man, when he opened that picture up and seen his daddy with his shirt tied over his stomach, high pants and lipstick on, that's the boy that everybody in that community said was a pillar of the community. He was so nice and sweet that when he come out of the house, he would say, how you doing, Miss Sarah? Can I empty your garbage? I'll cut your grass, and he'll do it free. Everybody loved him. After he seen that picture of his daddy, every time he stepped out of that house, somebody would say something to him, and he'll cuff him. Fuck y'all. Don't say nothing to me. Get smart with people. And somebody was seeing all that stuff down the street about your daddy. I don't care nothing about your daddy, but bow, they shot and killed him. Now, when they came back, JJ said, I said, what's wrong? He said, somebody killed my son. I looked at him. I didn't want to say nothing about it at the time, but I waited about a week and told him, I bet you, your son flipped over that picture you sent and went out with an attitude, somebody banged him for it. And we had words after that, and I stopped speaking to JJ, but he's still cool with me, but I didn't like that, man.
Appreciate y'all sitting down and listening with us today. Fleece got a lot to do today, so we're going to let him go. Y'all have a good day.
You like Kevin?